Hi everyone, this is Solo Nather, and I'm about to show you my cast on melee kill discharge build using the unique gloves Doriani's Fist. It's a pretty simple map, just increase monster variety and poison on hit. Nothing too difficult, so that, you know, I can show you a Gorge build without worrying about dying the entire time. So, that's right, this build isn't the best. This build's actually terrible for doing really tanky things, but overall, as you can see, I'm killing things before I get to them. Now, that is a reflex LE damage mob, and that didn't actually do too much to me. Granted, I spammed my my lightning flask there, but overall, I'm not too worried if I ever notice that I'm facing reflect mobs. And you see, here's one of the advantages of this build, let's say, is that, oh my god, there we go, is that you don't have to see your screen half the time. So, by that I mean it's very graphics intensive. It's really pretty, I think, but overall, if your computer is terrible, which mine is very close to, I would not recommend this build. So the basic concept is I'm using Doriani's Fist, which grant a massive amount of lightning damage to your attacks and to your spells. And then I'm using this with cast on melee kill discharge. Now, in order to generate my charges, I'm using Ramirez's Banquet. And normally, with when you're unarmed, you can't crit anyway. But I just went ahead and, as normal, took Resolute Technique so that I know I won't crit, so that I will always generate charges. And I know that I will never miss, so I don't have to worry about getting accuracy on gear. Now, the thing with power charges is they only grant crit chance, which is obviously useless for this build. But there is one node right above the witch area that gives you 4% increased spell damage per power charge on you. And, you know, that's not a whole lot, but it made me think, well, what if I were using Crown of Eyes? Then any amount of spell damage I got would increase my attack damage. So anytime that I'm hitting things and they're not dying, I'm getting more power charges because of Ramirez, and so getting more spell damage so I can hopefully kill them quicker. So I'm using Crown of Eyes. I'm using Carcass Jack, as you can see, because why wouldn't I want AoE? And I'm using Wrathpith Globe because it synergizes both with the fact that I'm hybrid and with the fact that I get spell damage, which also increases my base attack damage. So currently, and I'm buffed right now, 6,300. I think unbuffed, I'm roughly 5,100 damage Cyclone, which is, you know, it's respectable, I guess. I mean, obviously we've seen tooltips that are much higher than this, but it does the job. This is a fairly normal Gorge map, and I'm still killing things pretty quickly. And, you know, despite that, again, that LE Reflect mob did barely anything to me, so that's a good deal. Gonna open this Blacksmith's Strongbox. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really to explain about the build. It's straightforward. You Cyclone into stuff, and they die, and if they don't die, then I have this White Cyclone, which is my single target ability in a 4-link. So I'll explain my links to you real quick. My normal Cyclone is just Cyclone, cast on melee kill, discharge, and then I have Culling Strike with 20% quality, which gives me attack speed and cast speed, of course, and also increased damage. Plus, it just makes it so that I can kill things even faster. This is gonna hurt. Alright, that wasn't smart of me. And my 5th link, which you don't need, is Innervate. Now, I was originally using, oh god, this is a boss, isn't it? Give me a second. Alright. I was originally using Increased Area of Effect, but I decided, once I got the unique gloves, oh my god, or not unique gloves, once I got the unique jewel, martial artistry, then I felt comfortable giving up that increased AoE and going for and using Innervate, which is really nice because it helps you clear a lot faster. Okay. Now you get to see the very, very bad disadvantage of this build. Boss killing is not easy, nor is it fun. And I'm probably going to die. Oh, you mother. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, sweet. That was fortuitous. So yeah, those are my 5 links. Innervate just gives you that onslaught, which is amazing for the move speed and the attack speed in the cat. And again, cast speed doesn't really matter too much, but and then my 4 link is a Cyclone with latent penetration and concentrated effect and blood magic, because sustain without my auras. Speaking of auras, using Herald of Thunder with Curse on Hit, LA Weakness, and Warlord's Mark to get my leech and extra charges. And those endurance charges are also why I'm not using lightning penetration in my 5th link. It's because I'm doing enough fire damage and using LA Weakness that it's not an issue. And then my gloves, I might as well show all my gear right now, is Doriani's Fist with a very lucky +1 corruption. Normally I wouldn't corrupt something like this, but I found one the other day and thought, you know, why not? So I got pretty lucky. I was hoping for LA Weakness on hit, but I'll definitely take what I can get. So in this glove is Wrath, of course, and Vol's Call, which allows me to deal with bosses slightly easier. As you can see, I still don't have the best time. And Poacher's Mark, just because it fit, and increased duration for the Vol's Call. And what's in here? Flame Dash? Oh, yeah, mobility, I guess. And then I have a high-level cast some damage taken with Discharge and Molten Shell. So, in those boss fights, I will always have power charges due to Ramirez, and so I can just discharge them if I take enough damage, which you can probably see happen a few times. So at this point, I'm probably rambling. I'll mouse over all of my gear really quickly so you can take a look. I've also linked it, of course, in the thread, so you can take a look there. Yeah, I have some pretty decent rares that I'm using, but half of it's uniques. It's not overly expensive. It's not terribly cheap either. Let's see, in standard, this is about an Exalt. This was an Exalt when I got it. This is probably getting up there since they increased the rarity of it. Carcass Jack alone is probably like 10, 20 Chaos, and 5 linked it's one Exalt, I think. I see it plenty at 1 Exalt. And Ramirez is 1 Exalt. And the rares, you know, just self-found stuff. So that's basically it. I hope you don't mind the rambling. First video guide, I guess. First thing with commentary. Hopefully the audio turns out well. But thanks for watching, and sorry that for those who are watching this and not the original video, I'm sorry because you couldn't due to the music. I'm sorry that Gema sucks. I'm glad I don't have to deal with it. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.